Assalamu alaikum dear students of class 7. Welcome to your lecture of English. This is your teacher Aisha Salim and it's a lecture number 16 and today is 24th of May 2021 Monday. Students, if you remember in the previous lecture we had started grammar lesson number 12 from Understand and Communicate. So today we are going to do its exercise number 1. But before starting the exercise, let us revise the previous concepts. Okay, so let's start. Open your books, everyone. In the previous lecture we had studied that what are modal auxiliaries, and I had told you about the importance of modal auxiliaries, about the function of modal auxiliaries in a particular sentence. And in this chapter we had discussed about 4 modal auxiliaries: shall, should, will and would. And I had told you about different uses of these auxiliaries verbs. We had discussed that we have to use shall in to indicate futurity for the first person. Okay, then we had discussed that it has a specialized sense for the second and third person also, and it has a specialized sense to indicate determination or to express promise, threat or command in for the second and third person. Then we had discussed that it is not often that should is the past tense of shall. Okay, should has its own meaning, its own special meaning of obligation and desirability, and we discussed about the examples of obligation and desirability also. Then the important point was that we had discussed that if there is no need to convey the meaning of obligation or desirability, the past tense form of shall will be would, not should. And I had told you about the direct and indirect direct and indirect speech of this point. Okay, and I had told you that we'll discuss this point in detail when we'll do direct and indirect narration also. Okay, then we had discussed that should may also be used to express a condition. We can use should in conditional sentences also. Okay, so these were the points that we had discussed about shall and should in the previous lecture. Let us revise the concept of will and would also that we had discussed in the previous lecture. uh, just as shall, will is used to indicate futurity for the second and third person. Okay, and shall is used for the first person to indicate future time, and will is used for the second and third person to express futurity. Okay, so this was point number 1. The second point was that it is not compulsory that will can also be used only with second or third person. It can be used with first person also, just to convey the special meaning of promise or some type of strong assertion. Okay, and same is the case with would. Would is the past tense form of will, and it is also used for the same person. Okay, and we had discussed about the examples also. The last point was that would can also be used for some type of polite communication, for example especially for request, some type of request or some type of invitation. Okay, so this was about our previous lecture. Today we are going to start exercises of this chapter. So you can see here on the bottom of the slide exercises. Fill in the blank in each sentence with will or shall and give within brackets the explanation for the use of either in the sentence. Okay students, you all have to open your books now, and you all have to open page number 158 and 159. First of all, you all have to write date and day on the top of the page, okay, as always, and then start our exercise. Students, you all have to do this exercise on your book with pencil, okay. Don't use pen or ink pen on your books. In this exercise, we all have to put shall and will in the sentences, and we all have to write in the bracket in the front of the sentence that about the explanation of the sentence, that which type of sentence is this. Like for example, it is a promise, it is a determination, it is future time sentence, etc. Okay, so as always, 2 or 3 will be randomly done by myself and others will be done by your own self. Okay, so let's start. I dash never let my friends down. Yes, I had told you that if there will be any determination, यानी कि किसी चीज़ का अगर इरादा किया जा रहा है, so we'll use shall there. Okay, and you can see that I is a first person also, and with first person we'll use shall. Okay, so I shall never let my friends down. Next, we dash have lunch together tomorrow. Now it's a future time sentence, future की बात की जा रही है. Okay, so you can see that it's a first person and we के साथ हम कौन सा model auxiliary use करेंगे, will or shall? Yes, shall. We shall have lunch together tomorrow. हम कल सब लोग इकट्ठे लंच करेंगे. Next, the dash move to a new house next month. Yes, it's also a future time sentence, and you can now focus on the pronoun. It's a third person, and with third person we'll use will. Okay, so they will move to a new house next month. वो अगले महीने अपने नए घर में चले जाएंगे. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इसी तरीके से आप लोगों को इंडिकेट करना है कि दैट either the sentence is a determination or promise or future time, and you all have to put the respective model auxiliary in between in the blank, and you all have to write the explanation also in front of the sentence with pencil on your books. Okay students, so 3 are done by myself, others will be done by your own self. I know that you can do it easily. So now it's your homework that you all have to do exercise number 1 of grammar unit number 12 on books. Okay, so do it neatly, and in the next lecture inshallah we'll do the other exercises also. So till then everyone, take care. Allah Hafiz.